I've lived here all my life. I was born in this state. I'm happy to live in this state, and I'm proud of this state. But I'm not proud of the fact that our tax system is so backwards, unfair, and more specifically, I'm not proud of the fact that we really aren't paying what we should be paying to educate our kids. Well, to start with, we have a couple of really central, essential, undeniable state needs that aren't being filled. We're talking about education and health here, and we're up against it. We scraped the bottom of the barrel, and there isn't any farther to go down. We need some funding for those particularly significant state activities. The people who have the largest incomes pay the least percentage of their income in support of state and local government. That's regressive. And we are the 50th state in terms of that particular standard. We're the worst. We're the lowest. Let me show you quickly. In this state, the less you earn, the more you pay for state and local taxes. And this is a picture of that phenomenon, precisely. The lowest 20% of income here, over 17% of their income is going to state and local government. We work our way out to this is a quintile, the highest 15, next to the end 15%, 4%, 1%. And as you can see, we're talking about an enormous diminishing in contribution. This is about 2.6% of their income being, and this is the highest paid 1% people in our state, being used for state and local government. This is regressive with a capital R. We're talking about a very substantial amount of funding going into the Educational Trust Fund, where the estimate is $2 billion a year, beginning out about 2014. And that's a huge and wonderful contribution to making our public education system work better. The small business thing, of course, is something that those of us who were involved in writing Initiative 1098 took into account, because for as long as I can remember in this state, there's been just a widespread criticism of the business and occupation tax. It's a tax imposed substantially on small businesses, and it's a tax that's imposed on a business whether it makes any profit or not. And what 1098 has done is to take a swipe at that by giving a credit so that basically when it's put in place, there won't be any small businesses that will have to pay the B&O tax. They will be essentially exempt from paying the B&O tax. And that, I think, is a very major step forward, and I'm sure there are a good many people out there who are affected by the B&O tax who will be tickled to death to get that change made. The state portion of the real property tax is going to be reduced by 20%, and that's a nice break basically for everybody. Anybody that owns a house or a 40-story building, whatever it is, there's a significant saving coming through that change. Well, sure, I believe in the proposition that people who have fared very, very prosperously in the way society works, the way our society works, the way the society of the state of Washington works, do have an obligation to share, to help make the plight of other people who aren't as fortunate better. And, there isn't anything you can say, I don't think, that's any more important than making a significant contribution to the education of kids. There is an enormous amount of energy around it. Of course, in this state we have an awful lot of people who care about our education system, and those folks are excited about the prospects of 1098. The same in the health industry, and the small businessmen who are going to be taken off the hook for the B&O tax. There's a lot of enthusiasm, and it's great to be part of it.